Hi, my name is Dr. Jason Mavor. I'm the chiropractor at Mavor Chiropractic in Watertown, Massachusetts. So the next exercise I'm going to show you is called a bridge. We're going to show you progressions through it so that you can help strengthen some of the core muscles in your body, particularly your gluteal muscles, your hamstrings, and even some of the back muscles a little bit. It's not particularly hard. The progressions will get more and more challenging as you go, but you need to make sure that you can master each one of these in turn before you progress to the next one. There is nothing to be gained by going to the end and doing it poorly. You want to master it, nice and easy. You want to be able to do each one of these things at least 20 to 30 times or hold for a significant period without any pain, cramping, or difficulty. And then if you're not sure, consult an exercise professional or a rehab professional such as myself, and we'll spot you, check, correct as it may be. Because it's often hard to catch yourself doing something wrong when you're doing some of these exercises. And I'd rather you did them a few number of times well than a lot poorly, because then you're not getting the full benefit. So the way the bridge works is you're going to do this on your back. So basically I'm going to lay on my back. My knees and feet are together at roughly a 90-degree angle. Now I'll be periodically talking to the camera, but the whole idea of this exercise is you're not using your neck, your head at all. It should be on the floor, looking at the ceiling, comfortable. If you need to, put a little pillow. It's unimportant in that regard. You just can't keep lifting up. Pushing up to the far as I can go, and then slowly down. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this exercise, if you've got a weak core, you'll feel some burning and cramping in your hamstrings. You might feel some tightness in your buttocks. That's normal. You're encouraging muscles to work that probably have not worked in this fashion in a long time. The progression from there, and there's a couple ways to do that. So ideally, you should be about 2 or 3 seconds per exercise with the maximal thrust at the end. So when you get to the end here, you should almost feel your butt cheeks clenching. And that's the big core muscle for our purposes here. Yes, your hamstrings are working, but really we're getting our gluteal muscles to go. So you push, clench, and then down. You can vary it by holds, so you can hold it for longer periods of time, up to 60 seconds. But as long as you're clenching at the end, you're training your body to use those muscles again. And rather than some of the standing exercises, you're stable, you're on the floor, you don't have gravity as something to compete against in a true sense. So we're going to reset. We're going to make sure we got that space. Now this time, we're going to take our hands off the floor. You put your hands together almost like a prayer position right over your chest. Now, the advantage of this is we're taking away the balance capability of our hands. When it was on the floor, we had lots of extra balance and support. Now, we're relying on a much narrower base of support. Our core is going to work very hard. So from this position, same thing, up and down. You're going to feel the difference. But again, don't do this until you can do this one for a minute or repeatedly for 30 to 60 seconds. Progressions from here also sometimes is you can go up on your heels a little bit and toes, try and get your legs working a little bit. But mostly let's just focus on this and then this. Now from here, if you're really trying to improve that core stability factor, there's a couple ways you could go from here. Traditionally, you would go from here, feel nice and stable, hips forward, and then lift up a leg. And then back, up and stable, bring it back. Now again, the whole time I'm thrusting my hips. The other way is to start from neutral. You bring both legs down, bend one, and then just lift up off the floor like that. Now these obviously are the more aggressive, more advanced. That's your end point, okay? I can't say it enough. Master the basics, make sure you're doing it right, then you progress to the next. If you're not sure, if you catch yourself back here after doing this 2 or 3 times and suddenly your back is flat or your neck is sore, you've probably been cheating or compensating somewhere along the way. Back it up, take your time, do it right. Because you master it, this posterior part of your core will get very strong, and you'll find you'll sit stronger, you won't get as tired walking around, you won't notice as much back pain maybe if you're standing for longer periods because you'll engage these big muscles again like they were designed to do.